Welcome back, Smutterflies.
Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. How are you? You look so cute in your little Galentine's PJs. Are they PJs? Yeah.
Um, I am fucked, honestly. I am dog fucking ill with a cold. So like if I sound horrendous, if I'm taking long pauses, I'm like the snottiest person to have existed right now. So I can only apologize for
Like a
what I sound
toddler that's
like.
just started school.
Oh my God, I'm disgusting. And have I been wearing these pajamas for nearly 72 hours? Yeah, I have. Um, but you don't know that.
Now
And
we
I
do.
think, did we record last week remote? We did, didn't we? Yeah, yeah,
What was
we
last
did.
week's episode?
Shot or hot,
Yes,
hot or
we did
shot.
that remote.
And they're not these pajamas, but I had pajamas on last week. I just feel like everyone's like, wow, Bee's really fucking letting herself go. But like, guys, I'm fucking pregnant. I'm ill and I'm pregnant, and I'm writing a book and I'm sad and I'm a toddler and there's just a lot going on, you know.
Woe is me.
I have been playing my little fucking violin all weekend this weekend. It's got no strings left on it. I've been drilling it so hard.
Are you sick of me today?
No, but I thought you'd be sick of me.
What has our day been like today?
Uh so Sam and I made it official. Was it yesterday or today?
Yesterday?
Which I don't really know why. Do you know what it was? You finally made a Bookstagram account, which I've been telling you to do for like fucking ages, because like you use your personal Instagram as of right now, and it's
Yeah.
private, which is totally fair enough. And I've been saying to you, like, you need a Bookstagram because you have a book talk. And you finally bit the bullet and did it yesterday. But then now that means that I can officially, even though, like, when I say Sam's my PA, right, I don't pay her. She takes no payment for anything that she does. Maybe the occasional Chinese and McDonald's, and that's about it, really.
I take books.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
taken books from your shelf and would take them home with me.
She's had two books. She's had two books, a couple of bookmarks, a Chinese and a McDonald's. Um, you know, but we made it official today. We made it official on social media that you're my PA. And what was so funny is like it's not that we're not being serious about it because even though people don't really message you, they probably should because you would get way more sense out of you than you would me. Like if you ever want to get an answer out of me, just message Sam. Like it's
Yeah,
no point messaging me. But people have been DMing you, which is so. And you were like,
already. I thought, well, let me just put my PA hat on. Ha ha ha.
um, but yeah, so that's cute that I have unpaid labor.
And
Um,
I have whipped you into shape today. I'm like, right, go and count
yeah,
all your stock. Text me every piece of stock you've got. Text me every event you've got. Text me this, text me that. And she's like, why have I started this?
no, it needed to be done because I'm very much just like we'll figure it out. It'll be fine. Like, don't if it's not in my immediate like peripheral, I like don't need to think about it because I can't process too much at once. But we had a lot of like good things, but a lot of bookshops over the weekend request stock of the special editions. Um, but it obviously then has an effect like on stock for sign-ins and it's all like a knock-on
Yeah.
effect. So Sam was like, right, I'm making a fucking spreadsheet. Get on that
And
spreadsheet, put your stock in.
and
Like we're
boy, did I make a spreadsheet. It's
yeah, it's
class.
lovely. It is
It's
lovely.
such a good spreadsheet. I even coloured the headers purple.
Yes, great. Um, so we now have a shared spreadsheet where we do wholesale costs. We do what's the other one? Consignment.
Consignment costs,
Yeah,
profit from direct sales,
yeah.
stock levels, immediate stock needs. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, if there's any authors listening and you need me, just hit me up.
Honestly, well, we've this is going on a tangent, but like we have said that Sam should not that you don't have to have editing qualifications to be an editor, but like I have always said that Sam should do editing professionally, and I think you should also do author service like PA services because you fucking love being organized. You just love like I don't want to say admin. That's not the word. You just
No,
love
I yeah,
like
no, I do. I love spreadsheets.
Yeah, you just fucking love her. You love like whipping things into shape and like
Yeah. She's a
organizing.
freak in the sheets.
Um, and the I was going to say something else and it's fucking gone from my brain already.
Sorry.
Oh my God, no, there was
Editing qualifications.
no, it was something
No.
else. It was something else. Uh, I can't remember now. It was something else. I don't know. Not important. But yeah, Sam Sam needs to be an editor slash professional PA services. Um,
Maybe
and
one
she's
day.
whipping me into shape in terms of getting my oh, that was what you did. Sorry, that's what I was going to say. It's for Fiction Fest, which I think a lot of you guys listening are coming to the big signing that's in Manchester in April, which I am attending as an author. And what's been amazing is that you can pre-order author books on Baventi before you go to the event. So I have been literally going on Baventi every day for the last week, trying to figure out how I can like export all my orders into an Excel sheet. And I just could not figure it. So in the end, I gave Sam my password and my login just to be like, can you just go into Baventi and tell me how many of each book have I sold? How much money have I made? What do I need to order? Blah, blah, blah. And she literally texts back within 30 seconds a screenshot of an Excel spreadsheet.
Like that's the thing B said. She said, "Oh, you can't
Oh,
export it all. You've got to go into each order individually." And I was thinking that's a bit of a backwards way to do
I
it.
know.
And I was in there for literally 20 seconds, and I was like, "Oh, export," and I had this
Oh,
full spreadsheet. I was
I
like,
know.
That's strange."
Oh, I just honestly like I
No,
don't
this is
know.
another thing I love to do is show off. So like being able
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
stuff, I'm like, I did that.
And I'm the perfect person for it's not that I don't think I'm stupid.
You just don't
I
care.
don't
You're just like,
I just don't care. That's what it is. Like I'll figure it out. So anyway, basically today has been like probably the best part of 2, 3 hours just back and forth to each other. Like what are we gonna do? Trying to figure out stock. Oh, it was just
it's just really difficult, and I think I didn't appreciate this for indie authors. Like you can't just like with special editions, you can't just order like 10. Like,
it depends who you're with, but yeah, it's not as
yeah.
easy as that. Yeah.
So I'm like, get more stock, and B's like, it's fucking thousands of pounds, Sam, to get more stock, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh. So yeah, we're just figuring things out at the moment.
Yeah, and again, not to get on my little violin, but it is like so as an indie author, if you self-publish through Amazon, which most people do, you don't get paid for 90 days. So you're always on a 90-day rolling. So you are essentially 2 months behind or 3 months behind on
Yeah.
any kind of royalties that you're making on Amazon. And like Sam said, for like events, which obviously you want to do because there's such good exposure, but like for me to order a batch of special editions for an event the size of Fiction Fest, like it's thousands of pounds. And although a lot of people do pre-order, you have to take an equivalent just on the day, and you are footing that money. Like it doesn't come from, like
Yeah, and I think somebody said to us like, "Oh, assume 10% of ticket sales. So if a
yeah,
thousand tickets sell, you're gonna need 100 books." But
mm,
like when we went to a book club in Newport, we took 11 books because I was like, It's in a coffee shop. Like, there's got to be a
yeah,
max capacity because, like, health and safety and whatever. And it's not a particularly huge coffee shop. So I was like, yeah, 11, fine, great. We get there, we sell out, we take 5 orders.
more than that. Like I think it was nearly another 10 in the
Yeah,
end.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, and I get like we were there, you gave a talk, they were all Welsh girlies, like or from
Mm,
Newport, so living in Wales. It's a Welsh book, so like I get that they were all like hyped up because they'd met you and whatever, and it was lovely, but like I'm
yeah.
just like, but that isn't a good indication then for like
No.
the signings that we're doing because like people are telling us 10% of tickets, but then when we went to this book club, we sold everything and more. So it's like it's really hard to gauge and like being able to have enough stock for the next event. Like we can't take
Yes.
everything. We need to hold some stuff back because we've
Yeah.
got more events coming. Like we've got 2 events over like 2 weekends, like
Mm,
back to back Saturday and Saturday. So I'm just like trying to figure it out, and it's hard because I want to order more stock, but it's not financially viable unless we can move all the stock we've already got.
Yeah, and it's like, and as well, like it's like the balance of like selling out, which is great, but then you don't want to leave loads of people, you don't want to miss sales, but then you don't want to buy so much stock that you end up like with hundreds of books in your house, which like, yeah, probably over the remainder of the year with the other, what, 3 events we've got, I probably will sell it, but like you're not getting a return on that money for like 9 months, you know? It's
Yeah.
really, guys, running a business is really fucking hard.
Good job you've got a PA.
A free one. Anyway, that was a little
Yeah,
woe is
we've
me
gone,
tangent.
yeah, gone off on a
Oh,
tangent.
mhm.
So, Daughter Stone special editions are available on Bee's website. And
Not for long. I will say that like if things pan out, if these two bookshop orders go through, guys, like they are probably might end up just being an event exclusive soon because yeah. So like all I'm gonna say is if you've been umming and ahhing about buying the special editions, like do them now because the closer we get to Fiction Fest, basically after Fiction Fest, once they're gone, they got like I have no
yeah,
more. Like that is it. And I won't have any more till like the end of the year,
yeah,
probably. So I'm just saying, like, while they are sat on my shelf yet to be claimed, yeah,
wing them.
yeah.
And Son of Nothing arcs are open. The
Hmm.
link is in Bee's link tree. It's in my link tree. It's in the podcast link tree. Go everywhere. Um,
Yeah.
we're on TikTok and Instagram at a pod of Smut and Wingspan. We're on Discord. We have lots of threads for lots of things. Come and chat with us. We are on Throne, which is like a crowdfunding thing. We're on Threads. We're on Patreon. You can watch us live once a month if you want, or you can just have Patreon exclusive episodes, whatever floats your boat. There's lots of tiers
Hmm.
to choose from.
Hmm. Anything else?
What are you currently reading?
I have literally just finished Shadow of Breninsol, which is what we're talking about today. And I have downloaded ready for this evening because I'm feeling sorry for myself. So we're going to finish recording and I'm going to go sit in bed. And I was going to say eat Maltese and mini eggs, but I ate a whole pack of them earlier. So I don't know what I'll end up stuffing my face with in bed. But I've got Broken by Daylight ready on my Kindle to smash out for next week because that is this month's Patreon.
Done in.
And then after that, because we technically don't have a Patreon, which we will, but we don't as of right now, and I've got time. I am a bit like, oh, what do I do?
Mm.
So I think my next two reads are going to be the fourth book in the Legacy series by Melissa K. Rorick. And this was always at the top of my TBR, so it isn't like I've suddenly bumped it up. But I don't know if you saw Amber V. Nicole's thread she did like last 2 days, because I think from what I can gather, she's written book 5 and 6 essentially in like tandem. So I think we're getting
Ooh.
5 and 6 potentially this year, or like very close together in release. But she did a thread that said, guys, I don't want to spoil it for you, but book five's title is a massive spoiler for the ending of book 4.
Oh,
And I was like, oh. So
yeah.
I it was always high up on my TBR anyway, but I'm probably gonna like prioritize that next, and as well as Melissa
Stunning.
K. Rorick. I mean, there's a fuck ton I need to read. I want to read. It's just the time. But that's me. What are you reading?
So no change from last week. I'm audiobooking The Arcana Academy by Elise Cover. I think I'm like 10 or 11 chapters into that. I'm absolutely loving it. I'm like straight away locked in, love it. I am Kindle reading King Chronicles of Kings and Councils by Meg Edwards. I'm about 40% into that. It's a big old book, but again, really enjoying it, really politically driven and loving it. And then I'm about halfway through Physical Broken by Daylight by Elizabeth Helen. And then I think my next Kindle read is going to be the second book by J.E. Larson in the Trial of Fate. And I think my next physical read, because I do both, so I have a physical read and a Kindle read, is going to be the next book in Laura Carter's series. So the first book is Secrets of the Dead, and I think I'm going to read the next book of that. And I don't know what my next Audible will be. We'll wait and see. If anyone's got
Yeah, I
anything that they've listened to on Audible and would recommend, then let me know. Preferably something that's not on KU, just because otherwise I'll just read
yeah,
it
just
on
like a it's
KU.
kind of like a waste of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. Sorry, I forgot to say I am still audiobooking Shadow of Ruin
Yes.
book two. I just
Yeah.
schedules for school pickup have changed and it's half term, so I just
Yeah.
haven't had chance to like read it. But I am still listening to that. But then I think after that, because the third book isn't out yet as an audio book in that
Yeah.
series, I think I'm gonna maybe cancel my Audible for a little bit.
I've cancelled mine for now.
Yeah,
I bought this before I cancelled because
yeah,
I don't audiobook enough to warrant it.
mhm,
So like, and
yeah.
when you cancel, like, not that I'm trying to cheat the system, but like when you cancel, they to email you offers all the time
They
for like
do. No, they do.
1.99 for 3 months. So I'm like, okay,
Sure.
I'll just do that.
Yeah, same for me. Like I don't really do one a month. It's normally
No.
one every couple of months, so it's just not worth paying the money. So I'm gonna wrap this up, obviously, and then I might have a little bit of a break. But also, although my reading speed and what I'm reading has been terrible as of recent, guys, I know because I'm just boring. Um, you wait till my maternity leave. Oh, you wait, guys. You wait till the end of the year and next fucking year. Like, I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm gonna
Thing is, you're
be,
writing as well. Oh, that's
I
another
know.
thing I can talk about. And if you shout at me, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm obviously alpha reading Son of Nothing, and I got more to be like, we'll do write a couple of chapters and send me those chapters. So I had two new chapters last night, which I fucking sped read. I was so excited to get some. I was like, oh my God, yes, more. Um, and well, I've already told you there's a chapter in Son of Nothing that I think is the best writing B has ever done. The whole chapter, I was like edge of my seat, like heart in my throat, like stomachs dropped out my ass. I was just like so locked in. And B was like, "Oh, I hate it," and I was like, "No, like I'm not saying this because I'm your friend. Like this chapter is gold. Like, oh, and I just can't wait to talk to people about it."
And I feel like the two you got last night, not the first one, but the second one, you've been waiting because you knew what it was. Like you've been waiting for that for a hot minute. I've been
Yeah,
I've been faffing around. It needs more fluffing. It's just kind of the bare bones. What Sam's getting is kind of like a skeleton version because I didn't do that with Daughter of Stone. I'm not saying I overwrote, but like I
yeah,
essentially handed in a final version to my editor, which isn't a bad thing, but in
yeah,
terms of burnout and pacing, like, so my editing took like virtually no time because there was not really, apart
yeah,
from spelling and grammar. But I am trying to be not purposefully, but I am just trying to be a bit more conservative because like this is boring, but I edit better than I write. Does that make
yeah,
sense? Like
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it's so much easier to like to build a scene out as pre-written
yeah,
than to
yeah.
write it. Anyway, but the scene Sam had last night, you've been waiting for that one for a
I
while.
have been waiting for it, been chomping.
Brain fart? Are you, are you
Oh, I
broken?
was gonna
Oh,
say, it's just so funny, and it's my favorite thing about getting to Alpha Read B's book is like she'll spell the same word wrong 40 times and she don't give a fuck. She's like, ha, that's wrong. Ha, and I've written it again wrong. Ha, still spelling it wrong. And I'm just
what was
like,
it?
it just oh, I can't remember, but do you remember in Daughter of Stone, I was like, what's mouth in Welsh? Because I thought she was just writing the Welsh word for mouth every time. And it's cake, is it?
Pig, yeah, for mouth,
Yes, it's a
yeah.
CEG, but she was writing moth every time. Like every time it said mouth, it was
So
moth.
funny.
And I was like, oh, maybe that's the Welsh word. And then she was like, no, it's cake. I was like, ah, just you can't be fucking asked to write a full
Still something to
word
see it.
then.
I don't see it. The other day, God bless my street team. I put up a post and someone messaged like, I spelt the word discount, two different not discount in the same caption.
Discontinued was one, and then the other one was like disconnected or something.
Oh, fuck knows. I don't
And
know.
they were both meant to say discount. I was like, you've just told everyone that your work in progress is discontinued.
Yeah, I know. And they were like, is something you meant to say? I was like, no, it's discounted if you pre-order the ebook. Oh, guys, look, spelling's fucking hard. I don't see it, which maybe it does. Does that mean that I'm dyslexic? I don't know. Add it to the list.
Yeah. You've got a good old
So,
CV coming, haven't you?
oh fucking hell. You wait. Give me till the end of the year and I'm gonna have like, if people have like an MD, like PhD,
Yeah.
like I'm gonna have like, ADHD,
ADHD,
autism.
autistic, dyslexic. Another really funny thing that happened last night, so I just came to my mind because I was replying to somebody in the street team, was because our podcast was set up by B, I
Yeah.
somehow randomly logged
Oh
into B's
yeah.
Instagram and she was
It
like,
popped up like I phoned Eleanor in Sam's village and it shows her house on the map like a red dot. And I was like, why are you logging into my
she was like,
Instagram?
did you just log into my Instagram? And I was like, yeah, but I don't know how. Literally, like switching between accounts, between my account and the podcast account, used to be easy. I would just double click in the corner and it would
Mm,
flip between the two.
yeah,
But now that I've got a third, my Bookstagram account,
yeah.
to change accounts, I need to go into the drop down and pick the account. So I went in and I was like, oh, B's there, that's weird. But obviously, I would never click on it because I'm not nosy. But mine was always the bottom one. So every time I was switching, I was just clicking the bottom one. Great, I always know how to get to mine. No, then it changed the order and B was the bottom one. And I just clicked straight in and I was like, oh my God. But it just like popped up then, like you're not logged in, and it sent me
Oh,
back to the podcast. So I was like, I'm really confused. But then yeah, you text me like, did you just log into my Instagram? And I was like, apparently. Don't know how. And like got no reason to need to. Like you tell me everything anyway. And
there's
like
nothing
I was
interesting
just
in there. You're
yeah.
welcome to have a look, but there's
But I
nothing
was just like,
interesting.
I don't know why that happened. I've removed the connection now between you and I don't know if you
I know I
saw.
got a notification earlier and it was like you were no longer associated with the Podesman Wingspan. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
oh
removed it because I was like, God
no,
forbid,
I
like,
agree. Yeah.
something came through on your Instagram and I accidentally opened it. Like,
There's
that's not
nothing
cool.
like it's not a personal Instagram anymore, so there's nothing
No, I
exciting in
know,
there. But
but like, it's just, yeah, I was like, I do not want access to this.
the only non-book messages I get are my mum accidentally sending me AI toys for my child. Like, look at this, and I'm like, mum, it's AI.
Not real. Do you know
It's
the
not real.
only thing my mum sends me on Instagram is modern family reels of Cam.
That's so
Like
funny.
best of Cam and just loads of videos of him. I'm like, thanks, ma'am.
Yeah, my mum just sends me in a group chat, me and my sister, AI videos of things that aren't real. Like, this is good, and I'm like, it's not real, mum. Like, no, it's not real.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway, this is such a long intro. We've just yapped and yapped and yapped.
in our defense, the book that we're covering today isn't actually the longest
No, it's
book in
not
the
a
world.
huge, it's
So,
not a
like,
huge book.
we ain't gonna be here yapping for like an hour and a half, like a Kingdom of
Yeah.
Ash kind of thing. Um, but yeah, we have read The Shadow of Breninsol by Charlotte Brown. Sam has the indie, well, it is indie, has the paperback we got at the Spicy Librarian pop-up. Woo woo.
Hell of a flop on her.
Lovely and floppy, lovely cover. Nice. Don't really
Yeah.
see many black and orange covers, which is
Love this as well, the necklace
yeah, is
and
so good. So it's
the dagger.
yeah, so
Stunning.
it's book one in the Dark Queen series.
Yeah,
Um,
book two is open for ARCs at the moment. She's taking
it
ARC requests.
is, and I think it's due to be released like end of May time or mid-May. So really soon. So anyone that is going to read or wants to read this, like go sign up for ARCs book two.
Yeah.
Charlotte's on social media. She's on TikTok. She's on Instagram. Yeah, go support an indie author.
The what's the thing in the front called?
Forward.
The
Dedication.
the dedication in this book is stunning. I don't know if you read it.
I didn't know because I read it on Kindle.
Oh, so the dedication is for the little girl whose stories were lit by torchlight and saw magic all around her. She danced with fairies in the sunlight, swam with mermaids in the bathtub, and flew with dragons over mountains. For the little girl who still dreams and the woman she grew up to be.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know. Swam with mermaids in the bathtub. I'm just like, oh my God. Love it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
And like again, not to be biased, but Charlotte is also a fellow Welshie.
She
So
is. Support Welsh. Support indie.
support the Welsh. We're a dying breed. Support us.
We're going extinct.
We're on near extinction. Yeah, support us.
Um, Sorry, do you want the blurb as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay. For more than a mortal's lifetime, she'd striven to make the king's line pay. Magic is dead in the kingdom of Solas, or that's what people thought. The line of kings had massacred the witches, and now the Sol King rules supreme from his party palace in the capital, Breninsol. Indentured servitude in a brothel at least provides Eleanor with a roof over her head and a place to drink away the memories of her long life when she's not sneaking out for assassinations and investigations. But women are going missing. There are whispers of strange events in the city, and now Eleanor is chosen as a courtesan for the palace, a possible favour for a courtier. Despite needing to blend in and keep people at a distance to hide what she really is, Eleanor cannot go unnoticed. Yet a man of immense power and unimaginable wealth sets his eyes upon her. Her dark star, but becoming the plaything of a noble has little appeal, no matter who he is or how close it gets her to the king. For Eleanor, survival is all that is left, but that might be more complicated than ever.
And I have to say, and obviously I don't, like when we talk about books, we do it in like a light-hearted manner. We wouldn't be poo-pooing a book because we don't talk about books we don't love.
Yeah.
But for a prostitute, she doesn't really shag people very much in this. Not at all, really.
No, she
Which is fine.
essentially roofies them, makes
Yeah,
them come in their hand,
yeah.
and then leaves them fast asleep in bed thinking that they've had a great time with her.
Yeah, and like any other instance where, well, any other instance where she might have been doing that, obviously you don't see. So like Charlotte isn't I wouldn't say it's closed door, but like it's not like, explicit, super explicit, right? Like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's obviously the time jumps and during her non, courtesan periods, she is still working in a whorehouse, for want of a better word, a brothel,
A
I probably should use.
brothel,
Thank you. Um,
pleasure
but
house.
pleasure house. But I suppose there's no need to describe every single customer that
We
she
all know
is
what we all
interacting
know
with.
what a
Right.
prostitute does.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna uncamera myself just to blow my nose, guys.
Okay. Um, so Eleanor is our FMC, and like it's not a spoiler. Well, actually, we're a full spoiler anyway, so it doesn't matter that I'm saying this. She has magic. She was from the witch's line, which was massacred. So obviously she has nobody left, or we assume that there's not many people left with magic. We assume that they culled them all, but she is still alive and still has magic. But we don't see that magic, which is really
No.
interesting.
And like it is mentioned pretty early on,
Oh
that,
yeah,
that
yeah,
she
yeah.
obviously is a witch or a descendant of the
Yes.
witches, but it's still very like by the end, you're still a bit like, but to what extent? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because like you said, you get the world building that all the witches have been executed or subsequently are like hiding somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
But she kind of mentions it at the beginning, but then it isn't. I know it's third person, but she doesn't really address it again internally. It's not
Yeah.
something that she's like, I'm a witch and I must seek revenge the whole way through.
No.
It is very subtly done.
Yeah. Like obviously revenge is her main goal,
Yeah.
but when she sees the king, she bottles it anyway and runs off.
Yeah, I say revenge is her main goal. And like obviously I think by the end you gathered that. But like again, it's not. I think what's really clever about it is, even though, I mean, it is third person, so I suppose it gives you a bit more leeway with revealing
Yeah,
stuff internally, because you don't, it's not somebody's train of thought, right? Like
yeah,
like their mind.
hmm,
But I think what's really cleverly done about this is the character has motivations and goals, but they're not continuously repeating and reminding themselves every
yeah,
2 seconds of what these things are. So even though, I mean, I don't know how long it is in terms of pages or word count, but I think roughly probably about 300-ish pages, probably about like 100,000, 90,000 word kind of,
yeah,
book, which is like an average fiction novel.
yeah,
Like you don't really know. There's a lot of other things going on, and she's kind of just like going through the motions and almost not needing to remind herself every 2 seconds of like, well, why am I doing this?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Um, she's very much just playing a part and showing up and doing what she needs to do. And then I think really at the end is when you start to get that glimpse of like, oh, she's not for 1 second I didn't think she was intelligent, because she's very intelligent, but like the whole way through she gives the vibe that she's just surviving.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, you're like, actually, I think she's a lot more calculated than she gives herself off as being.
Yeah, well, we've got sort of like these two plots happening simultaneously. She's a courtesan, she's working in the pleasure house, and she's chosen to go to the party palace. But then at night, she's also assassinating people. Sorry. She's also assassinating people and working for like a crime lord, essentially. And women
Yeah,
are going
kind
missing,
of.
and then we've got this necklace with the funny symbol, and so that there's a lot of strings to pull on here. It's not just like she's a courtesan and she's going to these parties and that's the only thing happening in this book.
And I feel like the going and sort of like snooping around after hours in the pubs and taverns, you get that from pretty early on. But the
Yeah,
stuff with working for like you said, a crime lord, for want of a better term, that doesn't really get revealed until like, I'd say like past 60% maybe. It's quite far in. Um, yeah, again, it's very ambiguous. I think what's so like, I think Charlotte markets this book as this, right, she won't mind me saying it, but it is very, I would say, Throne of Glass, the first book, if we were to take like Selena as an assassin,
yeah,
and okay, she's not a courtesan, but you know what I mean.
yeah,
Um, Meets Bridgerton,
yeah,
definitely. But I think that's like the picture that Eleanor paints.
yeah,
But then underneath, there's actually a lot more going on that is intentionally not explained, and you
yeah,
are a bit like, oh, oh, okay. um but I think it's actually really clever because it doesn't give away too much,
yeah.
which I really liked about it.
I loved the scenes in the pleasure house where like
Mm,
all of them are just sitting around like the breakfast table or whatever talking like that dynamic. Like, you've got like the Bellas, you've got the Petals, like,
mm.
not that in my experience of being in a pleasure house, I don't mean it like that, but like you can imagine that that is what it's like, that like there's like groups of girls or like cliques of like
Yeah,
people, like you can imagine it being like that. And I just thought it was really funny.
yeah, and also a lot of those scenes which were really enjoyable, like you said, to get like the connect, like some friendships, but also a lot of competition, as there probably
Yeah,
naturally would be in that kind of environment.
well, the
um
thing is, like, the more that people choose them to be their I don't want to say whore, but their
yeah,
person,
yeah,
their prostitute, the more money they're getting paid. So like,
yeah,
naturally there's competition there, and I think Madam Grace has made competition between them all because
yeah.
she's not really letting anything come off their debt. So that if anything, their debt just increases. So like, it is a like dog eat dog world for them.
Yeah, and like, as is the nature of like your livelihood is to draw in people's attention and to be the most noticeable out of, a group. So like, yeah, there would be a cattiness, I guess. But a lot of those scenes reminded me a lot less hostile, but they did remind me of, like, in Plated Prisoner, when you, more in book two, when you start to get the relationship between, like, Oren and Rissa, and I can't
Yeah,
remember the
like
other one's name.
saddles. Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely gave me that vibe, that kind of, like, if this was in another world and we weren't doing this job, we actually would probably be really good friends. And even
Yeah.
though there's some, like, banter between us, ultimately we all kind of also want to kill each other
Yeah.
because it's our only way to survive.
Yeah, and I just thought it was like, again, not like, oh, it was so realistic because, like, obviously I've never been a prostitute, but like, the fact that like she literally drinks herself into oblivion every night, like, you can imagine, like, it probably doesn't make you feel great having that profession. So like the fact that she's like drinking herself silly every night, I was like, oh my God, that's just like so relatable to how you must have feel if that's what you were doing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's like got to have a coping mechanism, right? Like,
Yeah.
how do you do that job? And I'm not saying everyone's coping mechanism, even in real life, if you are in the sex worker industry, which, like, we fully support snaps for sex workers. But even if you are in that industry, you have to have something that, like, I don't want to say disassociates, but like that you can completely turn off from, I guess, is
Yeah.
the way to put it.
Yeah, I agree. Um, oh, she's gone. I can't ask you a question because you're muted. The joys of
Yeah.
unedited live
No,
videos.
I was saying you can't ask me. I can listen. I'll answer. I'm just blowing my nose again. Sorry, guys.
I was going to say, I might be completely wrong. If Charlotte listens to this, she might be like, "You're a fucking idiot." But I think my prediction for the next book is that her dark star, the guy who purchases hers, is Favour at the end. I think he
Yeah,
knows that she's a witch,
I
and
think he is,
I think
or
he
like
is
he's something.
against the king. I think like he's acting like this, like, highly courtesan, but he also wants to take down the king. I think they've got a common goal and they're going to come together to execute this common goal. But why are his staff so weird with her? They're really odd with her, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. But did you notice? When he takes us not the library, the museum, and they're looking at all the
Yeah.
as they're like initially entering, she says there's maybe like a painting or an artifact or something that is like called when two witches do something called the melding, which is when they, like, essentially it's kind of like a mating bondy sort of
Yeah.
thing. And has it been explicitly said that witches are only female in this book? I don't feel like it did, but maybe I missed that. Again, Charlotte's probably listening, like, yeah, it says it right at the beginning, you idiot. And I'm like, oh,
It
sorry, haha.
fucking wouldn't be.
Oh, sorry. But I don't believe it did, but I could be wrong. But I definitely feel like that's them. Like, I feel like they have this
Ooh.
connection, and I
Like
and I think he,
foreshadowing.
as much as he's attracted to her, and he obviously is DTF, like, I think he also wants her because he like you said, he knows she's a witch.
Yeah.
I think he is as well. I think he's hiding, or he's something, maybe not a
Yeah.
witch, but like something.
He's got
And
an
he's
ulterior
essentially,
motive.
I don't think he's human for 1 second, and he's
No.
hiding in plain sight as well. And he's finally met somebody that is like
Yeah.
his match. But I think she's the witch queen's daughter.
Ooh.
Mm. I don't think she's any witch. I think she's some kind of lineage.
She is the witch.
The witch, yeah. Yeah, yeah. And I think because the first time they meet, I don't know if you remember, he like bumps into her and he kind of grabs her arm and she says, like, oh, it's literally like electric. And I think it's like a witchy thing. Like
They're
he knew.
magic. Like
Yeah,
coming to greet each other. Love it.
yeah. The Marquis, that's what I can't think of the name.
Yes, sorry. I keep calling him the Dark Star because I can't remember his fucking name. I'm
Oh,
terrible with
that's
names.
still
This
not a
is
name though,
nothing.
is it? We don't
No,
actually
but
know his name.
no, well, it's something of Lazarus in it, the Marquis of Lazarus or like
Yeah, Lazarus, but he'll have a first name, I assume. We just don't
oh
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um Also loved it when they're like, um, uh, you play the piano, you do it then.
Oh
And
yeah,
she's like,
yeah,
okay. And she's
yeah.
amazing. And I'm like, ha, fuck you all.
Yeah. Yeah, but she kind of outs herself, doesn't she? Because
They're like, hmm, a prostitute.
why would like a lowly
Yeah.
courtesan have the training of like an upper class aristocrat?
Well, when she said that she can read, and somebody's like, "You can
Mm.
read," and she's like, yeah.
And she does it at one point when one of the other courtesans gets hit and she starts like helping
She
her, and the other
heals
courtesan's like,
her.
how do you know how to heal? And she's like, oh, just here and there. And it's like you just know how to do too much, you know?
Yeah.
Like that's the
Like, you are
problem.
not flying under the radar here, babe.
No. Well, I think I don't know. And like I think it's all foreshadowing, right? Like 100%, like this stuff's going to come
Yeah.
back to bite her in the ass, isn't it? But my predictions are, I think that like I agree with you. I think he's also working like she is against the king, whether he's a witch or something else. But then I also think that book two, I don't think we're going to get the working together until the end of book two. I think book two, he's going to betray her. Like he's going to offer her up,
Ooh.
like, but maybe with an ulterior motive. But like, essentially, if the king starts getting suspicious, somebody within his own court is, you know, a bit spooky or witchy, I think he's going to offer her up. But then there'll be like a bigger reason, and hopefully they'll reconcile. But yeah, I
Interesting.
definitely, I definitely get that vibe. Um, I did make me laugh, not laugh like in a hat, but like I just like enjoyed it. Like, ah, that's so funny, but also really witty writing. Is when I think she gets really drunk the one night, doesn't she? And that was really odd because she says like I can drink bottles and not feel it. Like, why is a couple of glasses making me feel like this is really unusual?
Therefore
Um,
spiked.
yeah, and he puts her in a carriage and sends her home essentially because she's, drunk. But she bumps into at one point and she says literally like internal monologue. She didn't say it out loud, but she's like, oh, I just want to wrap my hands around his cock. Essentially, for want of a better put my mouth on his cock. And I was like, yeah, honestly, same, hun. Like,
Yeah.
I would too.
Get it, girl.
Um, I didn't like, I'm not a Bridgerton fan. So, like, not that I didn't think this would be for me because of that, but like a marquis or like a lord or a duke
Yeah.
isn't necessarily a type of love interest that I've read before.
Mm.
However, the rings, the brooches, the silk jackets, and the ruffles were really hitting it for me. I have to admit.
Yeah, obviously I love Bridgerton, so like when you
Yeah,
said like, oh, my friend Charlotte's written a book, like it's like
yeah,
Bridgerton-esque, I was like, game, absolute
yeah.
game. And I finished it the day that the new series of Bridgerton came out, and
Okay.
my video that I did about it on my TikTok actually did really well because I was like, Happy Bridgerton Day. If you
Yeah,
need more, read this book.
yeah.
But
I
yeah,
I've
I
not
ate it up.
I've not read. I've seen bits like clips of Bridgerton, but I've never watched the full episode. But he gives me Benedict vibes. I feel like of
Yeah,
all the males thus far, I feel
yeah,
like the Marquis is a Benedict kind of character.
I agree.
If Charlotte's listening to this, can we petition in book two that he licks his fingers after, yeah. Because that is quite frankly, I think, one of the hottest things I've ever heard in my life. Would you agree?
Yeah, yeah, Benedict is freaky.
Well, and subsequently, sorry, it's totally going off on a tangent, but also relevant to current pop culture. The new Wuthering Heights has come out,
Oh, I
and
need to see it.
He does it in Wuthering Heights, or her fingers, but she's been doing it, and he grabs her hand, and
Oh, I need
yeah,
it. Also, in Bridgerton, where this might change your mind to read it, Benedict sleeps with men and women.
it. No, I knew that. I knew that.
Um,
It's just not for me. It's just not for me.
I
And
mean,
like
TV
people,
isn't for you, is it?
no, TV isn't for me. And people really try and sell me on it. Like our close friendship group, pretty much everybody watches it bar me, and
It was
everyone is
very like
always like,
fantasy-esque.
I know, and everyone's like, you would love it. It's so dirty, but it actually isn't. I've seen the dirty scenes. They're not that dirty. Like they're just heavily implied. They're not like we're not talking heated rivalry, guys. Like
Well, it can't be that dirty, can it? It's a Netflix show. So like
heated
there's a
rivalry is
line
on
in there that
HBO.
like I feel like you can get away with more. I feel like Netflix is quite like I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
No, I don't really watch TV. I only watch TV for like special things that I really love, film
Heated
or TV.
rivalry.
Heated rivalry, aka basically this year's been heated rivalry. But do you know what? Last Friday, right? Sorry, this is going off on a tangent. Friday, because it was a Friday night. Was it Valentine's on Friday? Yeah,
Valentine's was
Galentine's.
Saturday.
But or maybe it was Saturday night then. I can't remember. Friday night or Saturday night on Valentine's. My husband was like, "Oh, should we watch a film together tonight?" And I was like, "Oh, I fucking hate watching films. Like, I hate it." But there was a few things that we've wanted to watch that were on Netflix, and I'm like, "Oh, we pay for this Netflix subscription. We basically only use it to watch fucking Bluey and Peppa Pig and PJ Masks." So I was like, "Yeah, okay, like let's see." And one of the films was, the new Frankenstein that came
Yes.
out, because Guillermo del Toro is one of our favorite directors. Like Pan's Labyrinth and his Hellboys are like some of my favorite films. So I was like, okay, it's a Guillermo del Toro film. Like, fine, like we'll watch it. Oh my sweet Jesus! I'm sorry if anyone listened like that film. I know it's Oscar nominated. It was one of the most boring. It was so bad. Like I can't. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Like we kept saying, like this is not Guillermo del Toro. Like it's just not. And like I thought it was going to be like really heavy on her falling in love with the monster, but they literally meet for all of 30 seconds in a 2.5 hour film. Like that's it. Like they don't spend any more time together than that.
It wouldn't be like my film of choice, to be honest. It's not the type of thing I
It's
watch.
the thing is, it is very much my type of thing. Like it's Guillermo del
Yeah.
Toro. It's like falling in love with a monster. It's Jacob Elordi, who's like 7 foot. You don't see his willy in it, unfortunately, but like, you know, like it's yearning after a monster. It was very like, oh,
Yeah.
okay, dark, like my kind of thing. Oh my God, it was so bad. It was so, so bad. Um, anyway, that was off on a tangent, but that's 2.5. We actually didn't finish it. We actually got 30 minutes at the end, and I was just like, I don't care what happens after this. Like this film is so bad. And I
And they
know
woke up and it was all a dream.
and I know the plot of Frankenstein. Like I read it years ago. So it isn't a thing of like I just don't like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so bad.
Yikes.
Sorry, that was a tangent.
No.
Anyway, but the point of that is this is why I can't trust people saying watch TV, watch Bridgerton, you'll love this, watch it, because I just don't think I will, guys.
Yeah. I've been watching Tell Me Lies on Disney.
Haven't heard of it.
Just
Oh.
I'm really enjoying it.
What is it?
Uh, it's like set in a university in America,
Okay.
and a girl going like it's just like it's set like in the future, like it shows her going to her friend's engagement party, and then like flashes back to them being in university together, and then like the
Okay.
series is going through university, but it's like like hooking up with guys and
Hmm.
like, but like the sex is just phenomenal in it.
Oh.
I'm
Hmm.
like,
Yeah. Yeah. I just tend to like what I like, I really like.
yeah,
And
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
like hyper focus on what I like, aka Heated Rivalry, is one of the best things I've watched in television in a very long time. And I can't really say there's been much else that I've watched that I've like I even tried starting the new Game of Thrones series.
okay.
Oh, it's just like meh, It's just so meh. I didn't even finish House of the Dragon. I thought that was really
Oh, I
meh.
like that.
Oh, I just after the first season was alright, and then it was just too much Matt Smith fucking moaning, and he was just like off in a castle moaning. What's Matt like? Not him as an individual, but like what's Matt's character doing? Fucking moaning. Like it just got. I did like some bits of it. Alison Hightower, like that whole plot line and stuff was really good. And then they got too many scenes in like season 2, season 3 where they were unaliving kids, and I was like, nah,
Yeah.
I'm dipped. I'm done with this. Like I cannot continue to watch this. Um, yeah, just not for me. Um, I'm trying to think of examples of things that I really like, but I honestly have absolutely. I really like anime.
Nothing.
I really like anime, and I really like rewatching things that I like.
Yeah.
Which, shocker, the autism diagnosis that I rewatch programs and TV series that I really love. Anyway, I tell you what I am going to watch. I'm a really big Studio Ghibli fan, and the new movie came out last year, and it came out in cinemas, so we didn't get to go see it, but it's on Netflix now called The Boy and the Heron, and I am going to watch that. So,
I'm
and
not a Studio
sorry,
Ghibli fan.
which is you'd love them. You're a Disney adult. Like, I don't know how you've never seen them. Like, you would love them. Arguably better quality than Disney. Just gonna say it. Just put it out there. Final thing on the movie comment that I'm done. But when we were looking for films to watch, all of the Twilight series is on Netflix, all of the Twilight movies.
Okay.
And my husband Corey said, I've never seen them, and I think I fucking love them. I think we need to watch them. And I was like, what? I was like, did somebody pay you to say that? I was like, you want to watch Twilight? He was like, yeah, it looks so bad. It looks good. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what it is. And we need to watch Twilight.
Again, never seen it, not for me.
Fucking criminal. I'm going to make you watch them.
Yeah, but when you were watching Twilight, I was like in the park and drunk.
Sam's getting fingered in a bush, yeah.
I was just really cool in school, so.
We always say this, if we'd have been in school together, you 100% would have bullied me.
No, so I didn't bully anyone. I didn't, but I got
Bully me
on
now.
with but I got on with everyone in school. I talked to everyone. I did. I wasn't one of those mean girls. I wasn't.
You would have been nice to me if I was all glittered up.
But I probably just wouldn't have spoken to you. But I wouldn't be mean. I wouldn't have been mean to you. I'd have just been like,
Put it in the comments, guys. Do you think Sam would have bullied me in high school?
oh, get your little violin out.
I know.
Sam would have bullied me. And now I'm bullying you into writing. I'm bullying you into taking stock. I'm bullying you into pushing your book out. Look how good a friend I am.
Yeah.
Well, that my hair done on Saturday. It looks lovely, doesn't it?
It does look really nice. And there's me. I literally look like I've been fucking dragged through a hedge backwards.
I was so grey, literally. I was like, cover every single grey that you find, please.
Yeah, Sam's a grey girly.
I'm a very grey girly.
Yeah, and you shed like a fucking Afghan hound.
Oh my God, when we were in Malaga, the bathroom floor.
When I've been packing books over your house, I'm still finding long fucking black hairs in between things. I'm like, look, there's a Sam here.
Malaga was bad though, wasn't it? Our floor was just full of my hair.
The one day when you brushed your hair in the bathroom, oh my God, it was so bad.
I'd washed it. But like, look how much hair I've got. Like, how do I still have hair left? Because honestly, it's every time I wash my hair, every time I brush my hair is everywhere. Steve is like, how is there any left in your head?
I lose quite a lot, and I have really thick hair, but nothing compared to you. It's beyond. Anything else? Are we?
No, I'm hot for the Marquis, for the Dark Star.
Oh, yeah.
I hope she bangs him in book 2 because I'm hot for seeing Eleanor having sex as well.
Yeah, curious to know if this is going to be a closed or an open door series.
Yeah, Charlotte, let us know.
Let us know. But also, I will say for anyone who's like just listened to this, and even though there's a lot of spoilers in it, because loads of you listen, guys, and you don't like, it's not that you don't read the books, but like who listen who haven't necessarily read it. Even if you like, I'd say there's so much tension in this that like you definitely don't feel
you don't miss
like no, yeah, and it very much makes sense because it is building up to something. So, and again, like she's rapid releasing these, like there's not much of a wait for book 2, which I totally understand. In terms of pacing wise, like it makes sense because I wouldn't say it would have seemed out of pocket for them to bang, but like the hierarchy relationship is essentially she's under his service during this, so it would be a bit like not non-consensual, but a little bit like but yeah, hard fucking 5-star read. So well written. We both text each other that this week. Like, so well written.
Yeah, she is insanely intelligent.
Oh yeah, crazy, ridiculous. I knew that anyway. She's like fucking 5 degrees and speaks like 5 languages. So shock.
Nice one, Charlotte. Make me feel shit about myself.
I know, and me who can't spell mouth.
Moth, moth, moth.
So next week is it end of the month episode next week? Yeah, it is the
It
25th.
is. So
Wow.
we'll be live streaming. We will be doing what we've
Yeah.
read in February. We'll be chatting about anything that's happened in February.
Yeah.
Um, it'll be an unplanned, yeah.
Yeah. Which I'm really enjoying having a bit more structure, aren't you?
Yes. I'm very
And
structured girly.
you are. And I don't want to speak too soon, but I think even if maybe the interview side doesn't pan out, we are planning on like our deep dive for March thus far. Is we are planning on doing King of Ravens by Claire Sager,
Yes.
which is a new release. Um, we're hoping maybe to get Claire on, but we might be dreaming. We'll see. Um, but that's going to be our book of the month, I think, for next month.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else we've spoken about and
No.
I've.
And I think maybe for Patreon, we
Oh
might
yes,
do Feathers So Vicious by Liv Zander,
yes, yes.
which is meant to be spicy. So,
Yeah, and it's a duology. So I think with not having another Beast of the Briar book for a little while, that'd be a good little break to do.
yes, I agree.
But as always, if you've got recommendations again, because we're kind of essentially doing 2 episodes a month now that are not deep dives
Yeah.
or specific book related, then please let us know. We've had quite a few in as of recent. They've been amazing. Keep them coming. Tell
Yeah,
us
if
what
you're
you like.
part
Tell
of
us
our
what you do.
Discord, yeah, sorry, if you're part of our Discord, there's a thread in there of people putting in suggestions, and we read them all, we listen to them all, and we think about what we think will work best and what we're able to produce. So we do take your recommendations.
Absolutely. Anything else?
I don't think so.
So we'll see you next week.
For our February reading roundup.
And I won't be sniffing and snotting.
Hopefully not.
Fingers crossed.